I love when a bird is chirping outside because like the picture of some beautiful day with a happy bird chirping away. I love that. And the bird just chirping away right now. So I'm like taking my time to listen what they are saying. Well, I don't speak bird language, but it sounds nice to hear it. It struck me today that it's a beautiful day. It's a sunny day. And I feel okay. I feel great, actually. And I don't have any contrast to feel today, but I do understand. My face is oily as fuck. But I understand that. Okay. Sometimes people don't have it this way. Like a beautiful day, a beautiful scene, and I'm just like, oh, I wonder like how are you guys doing with this? With this, like when you see something beautiful, how do you perceive it? Because we have shifted so much to the online space that so many so many of us are like not really finding the beautiful scenario in our real life. And instead we like shifted to the online space because it's more beautiful there, it's more curated there. But eventually what you have is what you got. You don't just because you found something out there, it doesn't mean that it is yours. And I'm just so grateful that today I get to feel that gratitude that I can see a beautiful day. And then I check on my email, and there is this girl named Shoshana Raven. She is the people that is connected to Melanie and Layer, because she has been in the industry that I'm in for so long, I just can't skip it. And I read the email and I'm like, interesting. I actually feeling like I want to be there. I want to be in this event that Shoshana hosting. And I'm like, I click the link and I was seeing like, actually it's pretty good. And I kind of like want to be there. She has an event in Denver at September 8 to 10. And I'm like, very interesting. And I'm like, I actually want to be there. If I have, if I can like receive that much of amount, I probably would be there. So it's fascinating that more offer, more recommendation I got, I feel like I can have this. I can like I'm receiving this much. And this is what I want to talk about today is that how big is your cup? How big is your bowl to receive this kind of thing? Because it started with something that you see without judgment, to feel the desire, to feel the resonance, and to know that if you want it or not. And I want it. And I'm like, it's interesting. And the more interesting stuff is that even when the VIP price is like 5K for a ticket to an event, I don't feel that that is an expensive price. Even though I don't have the money, I don't have 5K. But when I see the event, I'm like, that's interesting. I want it, knowing that I don't have the money. So, oh, the internet connection just dropped. I hope the connection's still okay because if it's not, then it will be buffering here and there. So I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder like why I have this dynamic. I don't have the money, but I have the container. I have the bowl. So it's just that a matter of me receiving the abundance itself, the money itself to come into my world to eventually buy the ticket to go seeing Roshana and all of her friends and everyone else that is there. Because right now she actually rented a stadium of like 2000 for 2000 people because she has that many people to attend the event. And I think like this is changing for our world. Sometimes when we go into like sometimes it's only concert that has this many people, but nowadays there are Tony Robbins, there are this girl Shoshana, there are others, Bashar, like so many people actually doing it this way. I'm fascinated because I don't feel to go there yet. I only like I just want to do it one on one, face to face with a person, and then or do it something like a master class online or webinar or like a freaking recorded video or something. I never actually called to do like an event, but whenever someone has it and I feel the pull to actually go here, like, okay, we can actually go into this space. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. So there was a time when I was like called to attend to like enter the space of Melanie and Layer, but I didn't take the chance because, as always, I didn't have the money. I don't have that much money. And it's not even that much. It's like $200 to $300. And I'm like, we can actually get that? I don't know why eventually I broken the momentum into like later. But what if in that moment I'm like, let's get in the space. And then I'm just like catching the flow and serving a few a few clients that eventually leading me into entering the space. What if that happened? That will be magical. I also have an offer at that time that I can sell to my people, but I didn't because I didn't want to. Because I realized I didn't want to. And then like I wonder like what happened if that was reality. So what I wanted to talk about is that the overarching of your container. How big is it? How deep is this? And then how much have you been filling it up to its maximum capacity? Because I have never been in the space where I'm filling up my cup, my bowl. So instead of knowing that I can feel it this way, I'm just like it's there, it exists, and I haven't taken a step. So my way is a lot more slow compared to other people who is like go getter. And I can be that person, but I know that at some point I will burn out because I haven't finished processing some things that is necessary at the time. But I am now, and I'm like, huh. I wonder like if I can get a 5K before the closing of that before the closing, before everything what do you call it, sold. I wonder because the cheapest is like 300, 400. Besides the hotel and the fly the ticket to fly there, how much was it? Or maybe like also like the visa stuff. So it's a lot. This is why like I never get to try a in-person event because there are steps that I need to go to, and I don't have the visa, I don't have this, I don't have that. So if I want to get it done, I probably like need a lot more time. But I never done it, so it could be just my assumption. But then like if you understand that you have the capacity, you can only just ask the universe to let you feel the cup, to let you feel the bowl. And I know for sure that I have a really expanded space container for this kind of reality, because I know that I don't feel burdened with knowing that the VIP is only 5K. I thought it would be like more expensive because of the connection that can be happen in the event, because of the exchange that would happen in the event and all that stuff. I'm like, I thought it would be more expensive than just 5K. Honestly, I honestly thought so. But it's just 5K. Oh, I wonder like why it's so cheap. Even though like, I don't have the money, so that's the weird stuff. I just want to highlight that once again. So this is the world that I play. That I know I'm not playing small. I'm playing in the quality, but also like I haven't filled up my own quality to be exact. And the weird thing is that about quality, out of all the laptop, is that the laptop that I know is good is Mac. Surprise, not surprise, I don't know. But I never called to buy Mac because of its ecosystem. And I heard that there are, you need some third parties to actually just put something in your Mac and all that stuff. And I don't like that idea. I don't like that exclusivity, because then what you buy from Mac is also you buy from the service. So when the things broke down, something happened to the device itself, you actually need to pay the person the support in the same amount of how much you pay. So that's why I never go into that space. But lately, because I know that my work would need that much of advancement, I eventually need to buy Mac. And I already like, can we get into the vicinity where it is plausible for us to feel the pull to buy Mac? On what storyline is this would happen, can happen? And I rewrite so many different ways. It's like this, is like this, is like this, is like this. The resonance eventually speed up, and I found myself like, yeah, for work we can do that. I don't necessarily would do it for my personal life, because I know that if I buy an iPhone and I would use my personal number, like my main personal number, I heard. So I don't know if this is true or not. If you can like confirm it for me, if you um like change your phone into an Android, you cannot use the number. And I'm like, I hate it even more. But the quality itself speak for the performance. And I'm like, but I still don't like it. That's the problem. Is that when you buy an iPhone, how it looks, it actually not compelling to me. I'm looking for something else. And I'm waiting for a hologram phone, meaning that you just doing a Tony Stark version of an advanced connection communication device. I'm waiting for that. That is the kind of stuff that I want, not the phone that we have now. And I feel like at some point there are yet to appear in a hologram phone or device, something like that. So the most plausible choice is actually just the iPhone and Mac. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that for work. I literally don't feel aligned with the idea of me getting into Apple ecosystem, but we can't help it. We know the necessary thing to do here, so there's no other way. So I'm like considering myself to be in the space of Apple, to be honest. But then if I would buy something for personal phone that is safe to be transferred here and there, I actually would buy the same brand as my current phone, which is like this one is Vivo, but this one is like an old phone that I bought back in 2015, 2014. No, 2014, yeah. I bought it in 2014, so it's so old, and my friends told me like your phone is still good, and I opened the case and I show them that the back is actually open. It's good. Yeah, look at this. And they were like, oh, okay. They were mistaken about it. But yeah, if I actually buy a personal phone, I'll probably buy Vivo. It has the same thing, but the function is different. This one is more aligned with me personally. I don't feel any twisted flow within the connection. I'm just like, call, oh, hi, bros, catching me alive. How about that? So, and if I were about to buy a personal phone, I would just buy Vivo. But then, yeah. So, what did I talk about? The quality itself. And yeah, if I were, I wonder, if I were to be pulled to buy something, it was always be about quality. And the connection with me with Apple is not good because of something. And then I found out that in numerology, I'm as a 9 is not compatible with the number 1. And Apple has that number, that numerology in their chart. And I'm like, I think that's why. But I don't know. It just possibly just me feeling an ick about it. Because weird thing is I am here for the quality. And then another story is that Blackpink, the Korean girl group, the K-pop, and I never flow with the trend. But this group is like, it's like so famous, and I had yet to know them when they first started. It was 2015, and my friend played a song, and it was their song. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why would I actually be okay with this song, knowing that it's a trend, and I am not a trend person? And then I rewrite the story, and then I understand that if it's about quality, I will follow it. I will I will buy into it. But then about Apple, even though it's quality wise is like top notch, I just never bought the idea that I want Apple. It never occurred to me that I want to buy Apple. It just like, I don't know about Apple. Maybe because this phone is small, honestly, but my hands are also equally small. I don't know. So I don't like phone for that exact, I think, because phone nowadays is actually really huge, and I I can't even hold it. I need two hands to actually hold a phone right now. So I don't like that idea either. That's why I'm waiting for the hologram communication device, just because if you have it, you doesn't need to hold it. It just show up in front of your face. So we already have the eyeglasses. I'm like, that is a shitty look of eyeglasses. Can you like make it thinner? Can you like make it fashionable? Can you like make it, I don't know, not weird to be to wear? That eventually people can use it for everyday life. That we are connected to a device without making it look like it is a such device. But I think like because we have an advanced AI, it will lead us to the idea of that technology advancement. And also like because the world is uncovering its darkness, and people will know what to see, how to believe, how to use the both side, that eventually they know how to navigate this reality. And I think like we will have that hologram phone, or we don't need a phone anymore because everything just interconnected, and becomes when we become so what do you call it when you telepathic? Oh, that already happened actually. That thing already happened. So I don't know if you know that some of the cloning happened first before the the world organization banned it. You know that? Like they made a clone and then eventually the world organization know it and they're just like you cannot do this. And they eventually do it behind the scene, I think. I don't know. But many people who is psychic enough to go deep into the government, into um the society that is like working behind the scene, it's like it's already happened, cloning. And that is one of the things. Yeah, I understand that. So the container, like how big is your container to receive? Because if you know that nothing is blocking you to every abundance that you wish you have right now, then everything just exists here. So here's a weird thing. Whenever I have someone watching me, my mind goes blank and I'm like, okay, I need to catch my breath for a moment. This is what do you call it? This is a band-aid. So nothing weird here. And I talk about something that is just and yeah, that's the thing. Like when I see something that is essentially expensive, but then I want it, I don't have that repercussion around, okay, I can't buy this. I'm just like, okay, it's not as expensive as I thought. So my bar is like really high, but my current reality is actually really low because I never have the chance. I never take the chance to go for the things that I want because in the past, that's not the point. My point was like, how do I actually experience suffering at the deepest, the darkest cliff ever? And I never get to experience the highest abundance to in my life because of that. So now I'm like curious, can I actually buy a ticket to this Shoshana Raven show? Because if I can, then my life would drastically change by then. It would be awesome. But yeah, so I know that you just come here, but I said what I said, so I'm going to close the live stream. Um, thank you for being here. I don't know what time is your in your place, Bruce. So I feel like when because we have like a really distance we have distance between us, like you are at night in your place because it's like right now it's like 3:54 p.m. So it's like afternoon and I don't know. Yeah, 3 a.m. It's okay. I am training myself. So I feel like the first time you came, I also like oh I forget. Oh, like I'm becoming weird person because I never get to say my story to other people. But yeah, having you this is actually helping me to train myself. So yeah, thank you for being here. Don't need to be sorry. Just like wish me good luck with this because I'm training myself. 3 a.m. Wow. Yeah, these days too. I also have a really uh like I can't sleep well at night. I don't know why. Maybe like because I didn't eat enough or maybe like I didn't eat something that I need to have before because sometimes Thank you. Because sometimes, like, when I drink milk, I will like sleep all night. But then I also feel exhausted by the morning because milk and me is not compatible. Because essentially, fat in your body does help you sleep. And I don't have fat in my body currently, so that's the sad thing. But then when I need to sleep, I usually just drink milk or maybe like feeling so tired the day before to eventually sleeping really well. So yeah, I don't know if it's coming with age too, but I hope I don't have it because I feel like by the time I make my bucks in my business, I would probably getting fatter because I need that fat to essentially survive. And currently, just skin wise, my skin is not looking good because I don't have fat, and it doesn't heal the scars that I have on my body. So I will get fat just to be noticed by the time I make my bucks. So thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.